Hello, 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 hello. हाँ, अब एक चीज देखनी पड़ेगी कि ये प्रैक्टिस बैच फुल टेस्ट है कि नहीं है। ये मुझे नहीं पता अभी, ये देखना पड़ेगा। देखते हैं। ये दिख रहा है, थोड़ा मोटा हो गया ना। फुल टेस्ट नहीं लग रहा है, फील आ रही है। नहीं है, कर लेते हैं। सोनपुर मिला, बिहार में होता है, सौरभ बिहार। शुंग, दंडिया रास, दांडिया रास। ट्रोपोस्फेयर, स्ट्रेटोस्फेयर, वुमेन to win a medal. Kalman Maheshwari, there's a unit of force. Which river is also known as Dakshin Ganga? The preamble to the Indian Constitution was inspired by the preamble of Constitution of what? ये तो मुझे पता ही नहीं है. No idea. Who is known as the Frontier Gandhi? Mahatma Gandhi. Which chemical is used for water purification? Potassium permanganate. Rauf, who was Mughal emperor during 1857 Champaran Satyagraha. Where was National Girls' Day observed annually in India? When is National Girls' Child Day? No idea. Who directed the film Pather Panchali? पत्थर पंचली, मुझे तो नहीं पता। छींक आने वाली। Sorry. Ah, very, very. Pyroxidin, calciferol, thymine, hypoflavin. Which of the following classical dance originates in Kerala? Which of the following cricketers has replaced represented एक ये मुझे नहीं पता इसको मैं छोड़ रहा हूँ. Which of the following cricketers has represented India at the World Youth Chess Championship as a teenager? Hmm? Which following cricketer? यही होएगा. Elections of the Constitution Assembly in India were held in uh, mm, the Indo-Myanmar border, which hills join the Mizo Hills and Manipur Hills, the eastern highlands of Garo, Khasi, Jintia, Mizoram or Manipur. Toba Kakar, Chin Khasi. Instead of the distance moved by a vehicle is called speedometer. Speed के लिए होगा. Thermometer, meter, distance तो covered नहीं. Which of the following is not one of the 16 margin padas? हमारा पूर्वा ये तो मैंने नाम ही नहीं सुना कभी. Governor of the state be appointed by the president by warrant under his hand and seal. Governor 150 53 54 ये मुझे पता नहीं है 100%. In 1901 he joined the Social Democratic Labour Party remaining in Russia. Joined the some great novels were written by William Shakespeare. He explained that he was reading the Holy Bhagavad Gita. I am reading. Person who works with a particular technology. टेक्नोलॉजिस्ट भी नाम. एक्सपर्ट स्पेशलिस्ट तो किसी भी चीज का हो सकता है. Rash of the crime scene made it difficult for investigators to gather evidence. The site. I am quite tired of doing this monotonous job from morning till evening. गलत है. I am quite monotonous doing this tired job from evening till morning. है ये उल्टा हो गया. This monotonous job is one quite tired of I am doing. है I am of monotonous ये भी नहीं लग रहा. This monotonous job quite tired of I doing. क्या लिख रखा है. She gives everyone a present. PREA होगा ना. She gives everyone a present before she left. She left. She gave everyone a present before she left. A present before she left is left. One who speaks less with others. Select the correctly spelled word. The Darjeeling Himalaya Railway was inscribed on dash on the list of gentle ka antonym. The soldier advanced when the bugle slept. Bugle का क्या bugle bugle flew. Bugle होता क्या है? Bird होती है. The shark attacked the swimmers when he go diving into the sea. When he was old cars finally dash given up the god, given up the ghost, carried up to the ghost, taken up the ghost. Ghost है. Given up the ghost, भगवान. Given up the god, given up the ghost. ये भूत छोड़ दिए. Nothing less promising from Saudi Arabia when they lined up to face South American giants Argentina. Nothing was looking promising for Saudi Arabia. When है ना इसलिए बुक्स नहीं आएगा. John said to Mary, "Are you going to the party this weekend?" John is asked Mary if she was going to the party that weekend. ठीक है. There is a quarrel among the two brothers for their ancestral property. Between Samir shut the door with bang. करना क्या है? उल्टा करना है. The door was shut by Samir. Have at one's fingertips without have at one's fingertips easily and conveniently. The family trusted him and he played them false. One of them scolded and deceived them. Repete. Being adoptee is pre-formative. Some words for this are being good enough, assimilating, fighting, or acceptance. Not being, but being as for me, it meant, among other things, never being allowed to go to the house with teenaged friends. Adoption is arduous for everyone, even when it works. So I find the social media trend for videos of adopters and adoptees meeting for the first time incomprehensible. It's not just that, it's why you stick. It's the it's that those posting and viewing them seem unable to see what their plain sight. Today many domestic adoption in UK at least are open. The child they are built around known where she comes from. The adoptive family may even stay in touch with her birth family during her childhood. But when I was a baby, most adoptions were not only retroactively closed but conducted blind with no choosing each other. Indeed, no meeting at all prior to the child being handed over for life. This was understood not too many because the child was seen as a completely interchangeable apart perhaps for its sex. The baby as a tabula rasa for the adopters to make their own. Will this idea return as more accidental babies come up for adoption following the striking down of Roe v. Wada in New England, more gentle shift in the global north away from prioritizing women's rights? Well, whatever happens next, international adoption where allowed continues to be blind. At the end of all the fees and paperwork, two or three unrelated people, small and big, meet each other. Video the parades. This meeting are usually labeled happy moment, with I imagine is the nature of your users guide because they quite plainly are not. They make everything that's difficult about adoption visible, starting with the control of exercised by the adoption agencies. A stunt of one weeping child is led, like the bride in a forced marriage, into the presence of strangers with whom the child might must spend their rest of her life. The adoptive parents' emotions are visible too. This is the apotheosis of real longing. If they are disappointed, they certainly can't show it now. These small persons must now restrain their big longing. New parents generally offer some small cheap toys to draw her forward into ambush of an embrace. Don't take treats from stranger kids, and the tackiness of these dating gifts seems to sum up the contingency of adoption is underlying. Oh, this will do ethos. What is the main conclusion of author? Modern adoption is joyful, adoption is complex, arduous process often glossed over by mainstream narrative of social media. How contingency of adoption make it racing? The author likens the adoptee situation is in first meeting videos that of a bride in a forced marriage. Say the joy of adoptive parents in the videos is always genuine and unrestrained. Okay, तो नहीं दिखावा गई. The author implies that adoption agencies exert significant control in adoption process. Exert significant control. Consider the following statements. The author finds social media videos of the first meeting between adopters and adoptees problematic. Yep. Author believe that the challenges of adopting are often hidden in such videos. The author's own experience of adopting includes an open relationship with their birth family. Based on the passage, what can be inferred about the author's view regarding the portrayal of adoption on social media? The author believes the video provide complete honest description of the adoptive process. No. The author sees the videos as simplifying and misinterpreting the complex emotional relationship of adoption. Other think the video helps adoption process their trauma, and the author supports the trend and also consider the following statement. कोई इसमें से रॉन्ग तो नहीं है, सब करेक्ट है ना? The following statement: modern domestic adoption in UK are generally open with some contact between birth and adoptive families. ये तो लिखा हुआ है यहाँ. Adoptive adoptions when the author was the baby were typically closed and conducted with little and no information exchanged. Most of adoption were closed. ठीक है, ये भी सही हो गया. The author suggests that the international adoption were now always open and transparent. Continues to be blind, not transparent. When the pulse slept, soldier advanced while the slept. Bugle slept. Bugle तो कुत्ता है शायद ना. Bugle एक और कर सकते हैं, इसके बाद ही तो छोटा एग्जाम था इसमें. ठीक है, गलत तो है भाई. हैवी 5. क्या है? कंदक कहाँ से लिए गए? यूएस से. खान अब्दुल गफ्फार खान, ये तो मुझे पता ही नहीं था. 82 लोगों को पता है. 82%. फ्रंटियर गांधी. हाउ इज दिस रॉन्ग? पोटेशियम परमैंगनेट यूज होता ही है प्यूरिफिकेशन, डिसइंफेक्शन. गर्ल चाइल्ड 24 जनवरी. हुज पथेर पंचली. विटामिन B1 deficiency. July 1946. Chin. Chin 55. 153% can be governor of 2 or more states. ऐसा भी होता है. Executive power of the state. Appointment of the governor 155. Term of the office of governor 156. ये मैंने क्या होता है? ब्लू क्या होता है? ब्यूगल क्या होता है? ब्यूगल इज अ अच्छा ये पोपड़ी. हाँ. सॉरी. क्या टाइम हो रहा है भाई? इसको बंद करते हैं, एक और स्टार्ट करते हैं. फुल टेस्ट. बाय 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 बाय.